What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope you guys are doing well out there on this beginning of the work week Monday. I'm doing real good myself, and I hope you guys have had a very, very nice, relaxing weekend. Mine was great. It just went too fast as usual. Okay. Well, now, the reason that I'm revisiting this particular case right here that took place in Waukesha, Wisconsin on November 21st with this brother right here by the name of Darrell Brooks Jr. Okay, Darrell Brooks Jr. is charged, with 6 counts of first-degree homicide. Okay, and if he's convicted, he stands to serve life in prison for each count. Okay, now what it is that he's alleged to have took his vehicle, and ran through a Christmas parade and killed 6 people. All right, basically, that's what happened with this man right here. Now, I don't know, what led up to this brother doing this. That's if it even happened or what have you. But I'm talking about the unfairness, you understand, of this next story that we're about to get into. Now, if this man actually did what they're saying that he did, he deserves to go to prison. Okay? He does. That's just all there is to it, But because the intent was to, do bodily harm or take a person's life. You understand? But this is my thing right here. When we get into this next story, let me show you this.
And the driver of a BMW that slammed into protesters yesterday in Murray Hill has been arrested. 52-year-old Kathleen Casillo of Rockaway Park is charged with reckless endangerment. The driver reportedly stepped on the gas as about 30 people marched in solidarity for those on a hunger strike at a New Jersey ICE facility. 6 people were injured in that incident. One protester was also arrested for obstructing governmental administration and disorderly conduct.
Now, you see what that lady just did, okay? She had the same intent that Mr. Darrell Brooks is alleged to have had, okay? That's just what it is. But wait till you see what the big controversy is with this lady right here. Okay, let's get into the story. NYC woman who hit Black Lives Matter protesters reject plea in favor of trial. Wait till you see the plea that this woman rejected. Okay, just wait. Remember I said Darrell Brooks is on 6 counts of intentional homicide, which carries a maximum penalty, each count does, of life in prison. Okay, now this woman, she had the same intent. Watch what she gets. Check this out. This is what she rejects. Okay, a white NYC woman who plowed her BMW through 50 Manhattan Black Lives Matter protesters last year has refused a plea deal and will now stand trial. Okay, Kathleen Casillo, 52, appeared in Manhattan criminal court on Wednesday after she was accused of driving into the pedestrians during the protest on December 11, 2020. That was last year, okay? And they're just getting to this case. She was offered a deal which would have seen her complete 6 days, community service, and her license suspended for a year, but turned it down. That's right. That's what I just read. She turned down that particular plea. Okay? Meaning a jury will now decide the matter. Casillo was issued no more than a desk appearance ticket for the incident and was released only hours after her arrest. She was also charged with reckless assault and 3rd degree on February 22nd. Kathleen Casillo, 52, appeared in Manhattan criminal court on Wednesday after she was accused of driving through New York City Black Lives Matter protester on December 11, 2020. Yeah. See, this is what I'm talking about, the unfairness. She had the same criminal intent that this man Darrell Brooks Jr. had allegedly to have done. He had the same intent. She had the same intent. But and this stupid ass woman, she turned down, to complete 6 days of community service after trying to kill somebody, kill these people. You understand? And a year suspension of her driver's license. You see what I'm saying? Now, what kind of privilege is that? What kind of privilege? We know what kind of privilege it is. White privilege. You understand? See? Now this goes into her just rejecting the plea deal here. That's all that is. To continue here, in February, Casillo was charged with reckless homicide in the third degree on February 22nd. BLM protesters also gathered outside of the courtroom as they awaited justice for Casillo's actions. She had been captured on video plowing through the demonstrators last year, which had left at least 9 protesters wounded. Last year, on December 11th, Kathleen Casillo drove her car at top speed through a crowd of human beings. I was one of those human beings. I never saw her coming. His name is Rogue Rodriguez, told AMNY. She hit me flush from behind and set my body flying and flipping through the air, and she kept driving. It's white supremacy that allowed Kathleen to believe she had the right to end the lives of anyone that got in her way, especially Black Lives Matter protesters. It has been a very long year. Kathleen Casillo's car left me with 5 bulging discs in my back and a traumatic brain injury, Tabitha Howell said. It's one thing to face physical recovery. It's another to try to process what happened mentally and emotionally. Okay? So look at the damage this woman did, and she was just slapped on the wrist, and she didn't even want to do that. You see, I hope that the jury now send her ass to prison. She should get the same kind of damn charges and what have you that Darrell Brooks did. And that's what I'm saying. Okay? To continue, Casillo had injured at least 9 protesters after plying her car through the demonstration. The protesters had also chastised Assistant District Attorney Andrew Mercer as they believed he had given Casillo a lenient charge. Lenient shit, that's the understatement. Andrew Mercer neglected to follow up with 7 of the 9 people who were directly hit and impacted by his crime, Rodriguez added. You've never spoken to them. He did not do due diligence and instead assumed that Kathleen did not have bad intentions and that no one else was seriously harmed. But Casillo insists she was the victim. Yeah, that's what they like to do. They commit crimes, you understand, then play the victim. They initiate the problem, okay? To continue, Ann says she only drove off after the protesters began attacking her car as she tried to move along a public road. The group of protesters were holding a demonstration in support of those on hunger strike at an ICE facility in Bergen County, New Jersey. Multiple people being held in the government facility have gone without food for 4 weeks. Now to draw attention to their poor treatment in the facility. How does that have anything to do with Black Lives Matter, though? Black Lives Matter is, I would say, more hated than the KKK. I'm going to just say that. I'm telling you. They get blamed for everything. If I was them, I wouldn't be out there, protesting or none of that shit anyway, because you just send yourself up as open targets for lowlifes like this right here. And this is her red ass right here. She did that shit. She should get the same treatment that Darrell Brooks Jr. is getting. She should be charged the same way because the intent was the same. Whether she took lives or not, she still intended on killing somebody when she did that shit. Okay? That's just what it is. Okay? Now, she messed some people up. Bad too. Now in conclusion here, multiple injured protesters were taken to Bellevue Hospital to be treated for their injuries. Video footage had captured the moment during the protest when Casillo then plowed her vehicle through the crowd. The footage revealed a few protesters surrounding Casillo's vehicle before the incident, as a couple of them appeared to be banging on her car. Yeah, she's using that right there, man. It says Casillo claimed that protesters had begun screaming "white privilege bitch" as she attempted to flee the scene. She had also claimed she did not remember hitting anybody when her foot was on the accelerator as she attempted to flee the scene. It was hit and run, okay? That's what it was, okay? But to continue, most of the injured protesters were taken to Bellevue Hospital to be treated for their injuries, okay? See, that's what we're talking about in this country. Is a bunch of damn unfair, racism. It's just unfair, man. That's what it all boils down to. And they say racism don't exist in this country. We all know that's a lie. We all know this is a lie. See, this situation like this proves it. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular story. I'm interested in hearing your thoughts, views, and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.